Hello everyone, it's Monday morning and welcome back to my site. I've been meditating on a special kind of speech, a special video for you, and I come up with a number of points, some very important things when it comes to understanding our inner workings, our inner selves. Why does the same person who helps you also hurts you? Now, we've all asked that question. Why did that happen to me? What decision did I make? And why did I make it that caused this situation to arise? Well, I'm going to address that in a totally different way. Rather than a psychological way, I want to go back to our regular seesaw. And you'll notice in this seesaw there's a number of new things. For example, the red instinct side has buyer underneath it. The blue side, or the female side, has seller in it. This is the interactions of our bodies. If you'll remember, our bodies are the seesaw in motion, and our minds and imagination and inspiration is actually involved in the fulcrum, or the little triangle I call imagination fulcrum here in the seesaw. As we all know from history, long thousands of years ago, we had people in caves who left us some drawings. Those drawings were somewhat childish in some ways, and today we see them as just little stick figures, more or less. We do not see them as a Michelangelo creation. The reason for that is man first develops the brain and body, and that involves the red and blue ends of the seesaw. Then man's inspirations start to leak in after his logical side and other brain activities have reached their full creation point. Whenever a great genius creates any masterpiece of art, and you are re-inspired by that creation, the genius is illuminating you into recognizing your whole self. In other words, you go to a museum and see a beautiful painting, or you see a wonderful sunset at night, or you see the beauty in a child or an animal or anywhere in creation, you are recognizing your inner self, your fulcrum. You are becoming the whole being. This is why it is so vitally important to meditate, because you meditate into the peace part of you. Animals fight in the jungle. Man fights in the jungle until he finds the peace within. My teacher used to tell me that if you are depressed, it is because you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at total, complete peace, you are living in the moment. And peace can only be found in the fulcrum. It's not found in books or ministers or advisors outside of yourself. Peace can only be found within. Now, this is the reason why we hurt ourselves, is when we're not in peace with ourselves. We make decisions that are really against our own good. By recognizing beauty, you are arising from your brute stage to your divine self. You see, we all came out of the same place, the same jungle, more or less. And that jungle, some of us still live within. because we have not found the peace within. This is our major problem right now, is that we have gone back to the barbaric end of ourselves instead of going within to find our own personal peaceful place. The same person who helps you, which is your peaceful self, will also hurt you in the outer self because of ignorance. The body does not know what it is doing. It must be led by the inner self. You must always remember that. Your inner self is where your peace is within. And you find peace, you will begin to reflect it to other people. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful week.